Alright guys, real fast, we just want to let everyone know what's going on. Normally we would already be live, so just hang tight with us. iRacing is having a technical difficulty. We have seen this before. It is unfortunate. The lobby did not launch. It's a product of the beta UI. It doesn't always want to cooperate with us. But we are going to be live here shortly. We are getting that new lobby set up, so hang tight with us. And as soon as we get into that lobby, we will get in there and get to a practice, followed by qualifying, heat racing, and then of course your C main, B main, and feature race D main if we need that. But that is coming up here in just a minute. Again, technical difficulty that we are sorting out. It has happened before, so we do know how to deal with it, and we are going to get that taken care of here in a timely manner. So we will be right back here, hopefully within just a few minutes. Alright guys, real fast, again I do see some more people coming in here on the YouTube and Facebook side of things. So for the new people that are coming in here, yes, we normally would be live at this point. But again, iRacing is having a technical difficulty. It's a known issue we have experienced before. We are working to rectify the situation very quickly. Again, we will be live here in just a little bit. What it is the lobbies that are pre-scheduled do not always want to launch. So the new beta UI is a little buggy here, a little glitchy, as it is a beta UI. So that is the hold up here. Unfortunately, we can't avoid it. It's an iRacing issue. But once we get going here, we will go racing once again. So again, hang tight with us, and we will be back to racing here in just a little bit. Alright, welcome race fans once again to MaxSpeedTV. We are going to bring you some exciting racing action here tonight. This is the Virtual to Reality.tv race, and this is the V2R TV Dirt Co Media House Sprint Car Series powered by Payday GG, and it is going to be a good one. As always, here we have some exciting racing, a lot of great drivers here in the race tonight. So again, it's going to be a very short night in the concept. It's going to be longer than normal, but not as long as some we have seen before. Again, the lineup today, assuming everybody comes in that is scheduled here, around 39 drivers, we will have some great racing. Starting with practice here, which is we got up 26 minutes left, followed by qualifying, and then we will move on to 1, 2, and 3, up to 5 heat races if every driver is here that is scheduled to be here. A D main, a C main, and your B main. So we'll see how many of those we do actually use here tonight. A warm-up followed by your feature race. So that is coming up here in just a little bit. So again, we are here in practice, so we want to go through all the sponsors here, of course, that make all of this possible. For MaxSpeedTV, SimSpeedShop.com. Big shout out to them for coming on board here. If you need a button box, definitely go check them out at SimSpeedShop.com or on Facebook. HRE Motorsports and Elite 7 Racing. Those are the two teams that keep us going here on MaxSpeedTV, so definitely go check them out on their Facebook pages and give them a like. Of course, Virtual to Reality.tv. They are the ones that give us 3-month codes, and we're obviously doing their race here tonight. So again, if you are new to or never been on racing, wanting to get into it, if you have a gaming controller or a wheel and pedals already, shoot us a message on our Facebook page at MaxSpeedTV, and we will hook you up with a 3-month code to iRacing for free. So you can get 3 months in and get in there and get some content body get here on the track with these drivers. Dirt Co Media House, they are the one that allow us to stream to Facebook. So some of you on Facebook here, we have a lot of pages streaming to tonight, including obviously our YouTube page. Some of you are here, but 3 Facebook pages here. So big shout out to them for doing that. And our newest partner, Ohio IndyCar League, they are again the newest one. So if you are on iRacing and you like dirt but you like asphalt too, check them out if you're in the Ohio Club for some great IndyCar racing. And of course, the biggest sponsor of the night right there, Payday GG. There is a $250 purse on the line tonight, and all of that comes from Payday GG for putting up that purse. So big shout out to them for doing so. And again, of course, Dirt Co Media for being a part of this. They are the in the title sponsor here. So a big shout out to them for jumping on board. For that, they'll be covering the real side of this, because somebody from this race, not particularly this one, but whoever wins this one, will be locked in as the 5th driver to move on to the final race, which will be 30 drivers. Whoever wins that race will move on and race in a real sprint car to see if they have what it takes to maybe get a full-time ride in a 360 sprint, or maybe a 305, I'm not sure on that. But again, they will get to drive a real sprint car in real life, and that is going to be filmed and edited all by Dirt Co Media, as you're watching right there. Cody Hartlove right now he's driving that number 11 Dirt Co Media machine. But again, that is how all this works. But right now, this is all about trying to get locked into that race, as the winner will get that, and he'll also walk away with $75 of that $250 purse. Again, brought to you by Payday GG. But we're here in practice for just a minute here, so we're going to let you go on a different view with these guys real fast, as we will switch over here. We are going to go to our roll bar view, a brand new view that we have. So we're going to just kind of filter through these drivers and let you see what number and name they are, is that we are going to go through that here. As you can see, an awesome view with our on-board camera, and that is brought to you by T&D Rustic Decor. So big shout out to them for that. And as always, if you would like to sponsor either Virtual to Reality.tv or MaxSpeedTV, definitely look us up on our Facebook pages, and we will talk to you about getting you in here to get you some great exposure in iRacing. It is growing huge right now. But again, we're going to step away just for a minute and let you go on board with these guys as you ride on board with different drivers here in practice for just a couple of minutes while we do some last minute stuff to get ready for the race. Alright guys, we are back here again. We are still in a practice. We're going to look to see if maybe we can pull a driver up here with us and get a quick interview in with somebody. So let us know in chat, do you have a driver that you're rooting for that you would like to see us get in chat? Again, they have to be in here in TeamSpeak with us in order to do so. We'll definitely see if we can't get a driver in here if you have a favorite driver that you would like to have us talk to here today. As it looks like, we'll see what we can do here. We'll see if we can't get a word in with well, let's see if we can't get Derek Walker in here. So give us 1 second, we'll see if we can't get him in to the booth request fast for a quick interview. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here with Derek Walker, running, of course, the number 20 here, I do believe. If you did get your number, there's a lot of people here. I believe 35 or so drivers. So first off, there's a ton of drivers here. We know you're a fast driver. So what are your thoughts here tonight? I personally think, well, we'll see you in the top 5, at least top 3. With any luck, you can pull away a win. But comparing yourself to these guys, you know them better than we do. What do you think your shots are here tonight?
Well, these are the best drivers on dirt in iRacing, hands down. I've never ran in a race with this many talented drivers on the track at the same time. So I'm just going to be happy to make the show tonight. Hopefully we'll get lucky and hit on the setup and just be able to finish. If I can finish in the money, that'd be great, but I'm not expecting anything. You never know what can happen, but all these guys are super talented, so hopefully we'll just have a good run and come out clean at the end.
Well, and we've noticed here recently, you've obviously picked up Raven Graphics as a sponsor, and you're already fast, but it seems like maybe getting away from that pink or yellow car, you have been putting together better finishes, which again is no credit to or discredit to your driving. You just seem to always get caught up in other people's crap, and it seems like you got that Raven on there, and it's propelling you to the front here, being able to maybe fly over the competition when they get in wrecks.
Oh yeah, Doyle over at Raven, man, he came on board with me here, and this Raven flaps its wings pretty fast. I think those pink cars had magnets in them. That's the only thing I can think of. But we've definitely had some better finishes, and I want to have good strong runs for him and all the guys over at Raven Graphics. So hopefully we can come out tonight and put on a good show for him.
Well, for the ones that aren't here, obviously looking at the stats, we have your second fastest right now. So, I mean, there's only one spot ahead of you. That is Tim Ryan. So I haven't got to talk to Tim Ryan or see him too many times. But to be second fastest, you got a 14.201. You have .076 over Chris Brenner. So anytime you're faster than Chris Brenner, that's going to be a good day. We'll see how qualifying goes in. I believe this track will carry over. We have 5 heat races here tonight, depending on where you stack in there. Hopefully you can get a good field, and some of these do end up getting kind of stacked here, but that is just a product of heat racing. It does happen that way, but we know obviously Raven Graphics, you have them as a sponsor, but any others you want to give a shout out to try to get a win here tonight?
Yeah, just Joel and them at V2R. They do such a great job. I mean, this is a really cool thing that they're doing here, putting drivers in a real race car. We get to compete to drive a real car, and where else can you do that? This is awesome. So big shout out to them. Shout out to you guys at MaxSpeedTV. You do a great job doing all the broadcasts and stuff. And then just one final shout out to my viewers on my Twitch channel, the Jalopy Twitch channel. They support me every week. Even the weeks that I hit the wall, they still have my back. So hopefully we won't have that tonight, and I'll be able to get a good finish for them.
Yes, definitely. I was just over there watching it myself earlier. Definitely we'll urge you people out there, if you're watching his stream, go give him a little tip. He needs to get some new computer parts, and they are not cheap. So definitely go over there and give him a little tip. But again, that was Derek Walker here. So we're going to step away one more time and see if we can't get another driver in here, as we have about 15 minutes still left to go. So we will be right back here in just a few moments. Alright guys, we are back here again. Just got word here in a minute 42 we're going to advance a little bit early here. So we do not want to wear this track out any further than it absolutely has to be. So they are going to advance it a little bit early here in just a little under a minute. So again, a little over a minute I should say. There's got about a minute 25 left here before we advance. They're going to save about 10 minutes worth of practice. 35 drivers or so here, well, actually 32 total drivers. So we'll see here after qualifying how many heats we are going to have. That is coming up next. So again, in just about 1 minute, we will start qualifying, and we'll give you the best we can here. We can't watch everybody. We are going to do the best we can here to cover all the racing action. We'll at least get the top 10 in qualifying here. Is that you are watching a few of these guys go out onto the track. Not very many left out on the track. Actually, one driver, that is John Cutts, out on the track right now, as he is the only driver left on the track, as everybody is getting ready. Cole Newhoffen and Ted Liette is going to come out onto the track now for another about 30 seconds here. See if they can't get one or two final laps in. Alright, you see the checkered flags waving there. That means qualifying is officially underway. There is the green flag. Again, they only have 4 minutes here, it looks like, to do qualifying. So everyone's got to get out here very quickly, as we are going to switch over here. Cole Newhoffen out on the track right now to start his first lap, as we will put up the driver bar here for you there. There it is. Let you know who we are watching. So I got that little glitch there. It is again a new system. Cole Newhoffen out on the track right now, and we're going to follow everyone here the best we can and get you all of the qualifying times in. So he is going to be the first one to put a time in right there, and obviously we'll put him to the top with a 15:3:41. Switching over to Nathan Davis, see what kind of time he can put in. As we'll see right there, he is going to put a time in, and it is going to put him. Not sure, he did not count that lap, so we'll see if he can put that Iron Aces Dirtco Media V2R number 36 machine at the top of the charts here. And just right there, should count his lap. We'll see if it does count indeed. And it will be a 15:483, but at the top of the charts is Austin Carr with a 15:074. Chris Brenner currently in second with a 15:174. Tim Smith with a 15:195, and Nathan Davis right there, as we'll go back to him, he is going to take it to third with a 15:155. Chance Crum to a sixth place with a 15:212. Blake Derflinger to fifth with a 15:195. Robert Kerstetter taking it to fourth with a 15:152. Tim Ryan jumping to second with a 15:125. These guys are duking it out. Lewis Hewitt just putting in now a second fast time with a 15:109.035 behind Austin Carr. Well, everybody putting in some great times here. Anthony Lepresto currently 13th fastest with a 15:313. We'll see if he can put in a time here in just a second, as he is going to shut it down there. He's not going to get any faster. Take a look here as again Nate Davis is out on the track here. John Cutt still 21st fastest with a 15:682. Can he improve just a little bit? And it doesn't look like he's going to do it on that lap, but Michael Rosendahl will do so to ninth fastest with a 15:196, as he is currently ninth fastest. Got a top 10 time right there here in qualifying. Let's go back here. It looks like Derek Walker's out on the track in that number 20 Raven Graphics machine. What kind of time is he going to put in? Currently 15th fastest with a 15.332. And can he put in another fast time here? Again, this should be his heater lap right here if he's going to put one in. And right there, he'll cross the line. What's it going to be? 14th fastest with a 15.291 as he's going to shut it down. And we are going to go switch over to the 37 of Kevin Lovey's, who currently does not have a time in. So we'll see here as we have about 48 seconds. He does not have much time to put in a time. If he is going to do it right there, he'll talk to the flag stand. See, this will be lap number 1. And it looks like, we'll see, it's not going to be a super fast time. I'm thinking about a top 20 time. As we'll see here, he may surprise us all at the line. It's going to be a 15.499 or 499, 20th fastest, so right in the top 20 times as he is going to take 20th fastest. It doesn't look like anybody else is going to come out with 13 seconds to go. No, Ryan, she did not going to come out. Hopefully we got that right. But that looks like that is going to do it for qualifying. 2 seconds left. Nobody else is going to make it out. So that will wrap up qualifying. We'll see here. Heat race number 1 is going to come out next. As we'll take a look here. It looks like we may run all 5 heat races here tonight. But again, heat race 1 is coming out on to the track. Heat race number 1 here is we'll go through the grid for you. It is going to be Austin Carr and Lewis Hewitt there. Not sure. That is not correct. That's supposed to be different one, so we do apologize. We're going to have to work on that. It's going to be Austin Carr, Robert Kerstetter, Tim Smith, Chance Crum, John Batista, Ryan Martin, John Cutts, Milt Matus, hopefully we get that right, Scott Butler, and Mike Peterson here in heat race number 1. Again, right now we are pacing here as we're getting ready. We're fixing to be pacing. We are taking to the grid right now. Just waiting on a few more drivers to connect, and then we will get ready. Alright, let us know in chat, though, whether you're on Facebook, YouTube, which one of these drivers do you have a favorite here tonight? Do you have a favorite? As right now, this could get very interesting as to who is going to come away with the win. Anybody's chance, but right now, really undetermined as to who's going to get the win. We have a lot of fast drivers in here, but so far, nobody really has shown a whole lot of, standing out right at the moment. Again, we're just in qualifying, but we'll see here. We know who's the fastest. We've seen a couple of winners already. We know Robert Kerstetter's fast, Austin Carr, Tim Smith. Chance Crum actually runs in real life in that number 83. John Batista very fast. The rest of these we haven't seen. It looks like Scott Butler and Mike Peterson. He may be admitting here tonight, so I don't think he is going to race with us here tonight. But Austin Carr out on the pole here. So a good job for him to take pole. All right, everyone is getting ready here as we are going to switch over here so you can see a little bit more here while we get started. Switch to camera 3 while we get going. And as it looks like the lights are off on the pace truck here. We'll see if we get the green flag next time by. Again, lights are off. So next time by, we will get the green flag. 8 laps is all they have. No caution. So this is going to go very quickly here tonight, folks. So again, we will go through the heat races as we are only going to have 4 heat races tonight, followed by a D main, I believe, if we do have enough cars for that, C main, B main, and then a slight warm-up, and then your feature race. But again, tonight, Austin Carr on the pole for heat race number 1. All right, there it is. Green flag is out. We are racing here. We'll put up your top 3 for you there. And we are going to switch to a different camera angle here, as we're going to switch back here to second and third place. Robert Kerstetter and Tim Smith battling side by side. Here comes Batista. Batista into Tim Smith. And here comes the 24. Ryan Martin going to get into the mix here. That is a major wreck going on back there. They all somehow recover from it. Again, no cautions here. So it's going to be right now a battle for 6th position between John Batista and Ryan Martin. Ryan Martin having a little blinking issue there as he's got damage to the front of that sprint car. He's got to hang in there with that because he doesn't have time to go in and get any repairs. Back up to the front, though, it is Austin Carr out front, leading with 6 laps to go. Going to be 5 at the line already here in heat race number 1. 5 laps to go right there. Robert Kerstetter running him down. See if he can't get by him in that number 20 TSR driver there. He runs for a Tony Stewart Racing. He's going to definitely try to run him down. Chance Crum, a real driver in the Northwest Focus Midget Series. He's running 3rd right now, putting on a heck of a run. But looking right back here, Tim Smith and John Cuts, those guys battling right now. John Batista just behind them, and then Ryan Martin. But then this is the battle right here between these two guys. That is the 13 of John Cuts and the 38 of Tim Smith here. One of these drivers is going to try to get up there. Tim Smith's already locked in, so he's just trying to win some money here tonight. Another $75 in his pocket because he is locked in as one of the drivers. But the driver battling him is John Cuts right there in the number 13, as Austin Carr is out front with a sizable lead, 0.6 seconds over 2nd place Robert Kerstetter right now, and Chance Crum in 3rd place. Again, that's the battle we want to watch. As looks like 1st, 2nd, and 3rd are pretty locked up here. But right there is your race leader with a white flag in the air. And we'll switch to our other camera here. As there it is. He is indeed going to be your race winner here. So race winner for Heat Race 1 is going to be Austin Carr. That will do it again for Heat Race number 1. Heat Race number 2 getting ready to come out onto the track. Alright, looks like everybody is just about ready here as they are getting ready. We're going to take a wide look here. As soon as they start rolling off, we'll use our live grid here so we can tell you exactly who is going to be in this race. But it looks like Nathan Davis in that Iron Aces Dirtco Media V2R car is going to be outside pole, and Lewis Hewitt going to be on the inside pole. So again, thanks everybody for tuning in tonight. Whether you are on YouTube or on Facebook, definitely if you are on Facebook and you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you're on here on YouTube, give it a thumbs up as well if you like the racing. But they are off and rolling, so let's go through it. Row 1 is going to be Lewis Hewitt and Nathan Davis. Row 2 is going to be Blake Durflinger and Derek Walker. Row 3 is going to be Kevin Lovies and Dylan Workman. Row 4 is going to be Darren Bumpfield and Michael McCulthy. Hopefully we get that name right. And row 5 is going to be Matt Hill. What a great field here. That is a very stacked field here. We got a lot of great drivers as they are just about ready here. One more lap and we are going to take the green flag here to start heat race number 2. Alright, half a lap away is all we have. Again, 4 heat races. We're halfway done with heat racing already, and we're only going to have 4 of the 5 heat races. We'll see if we are going to have a D-main or not. But again, stay tuned for next week as there's going to be some changes to how this is run. That all is coming up here shortly. So make sure you do stay tuned for that, as that is going to be a slight change. Alright, there it is. Green flag is out. We're going to switch to the other camera here. Let you get a close look at these guys. As here comes Nathan Davis, as he's going to try to get by Lewis Hewitt here for the lead. Again, he's definitely going to try to get in there. He's got his way paid by Iron Aces. Obviously, that is why he is running it. He is sponsored by them. He's going to try to get that Iron Aces number 36 into victory lane here tonight. Look behind him as these guys are going 2 and 3 wide. That is Derek Walker, Blake Derflinger, and Kevin Lovey's battling it out for third position right now. Third position at the moment does belong to the number 20 Raven Graphics, Derek Walker here. So we'll put up the driver bar here so you can get an idea of who we are watching. As you see right there, Derek Walker in third, Blake Derflinger in fourth, and rounding out your top 5 is Kevin Lovey's right there in that number 37 Dirt Co. Sprint car. Dylan Workman, another, I believe he's pretty young here, if I do recall. He is putting on a good run here, currently in 6th place. Derek Walker is now going to get by Nathan Davis, but not for long at the line. Nathan Davis is going to hang on to 2nd place. Those two really good friends battling it out right now for 2nd position. Nathan Davis and Derek Walker. And what a good run these guys are putting. But Lewis Hewitt out front here. He is definitely not going to give that lead up, as they are 1, 2, 3. Hewitt, Davis, and Walker battling it for first position. Derek Walker's going to slide up just a little bit now. Here comes Nathan Davis to try to get by Lewis Hewitt for the lead, but I'm not sure he's going to give it up. He's right there on his back bumper. Walker coming in from the back here, trying to get to those two. He didn't start in the back, but he's at the back of this pack of 3, and he had such a good run. He may try to capitalize off it with 2 laps to go right there at the line. It is going to be 1 to go for Lewis Hewitt out front, and a little bit of bumping going on between him and Nate Davis. Davis going to take it to the inside, Walker to the outside, and just can't do it, but looks like that will secure the lead, or the win, for Lewis Hewitt, as he's going to cross the line right there, and he will indeed be your race winner. I'm not sure why the race winner is not popping up there. Let's see if we can't get that to show up. Having some technical difficulties with that. We do apologize. But heat race number 2 winner is Lewis Hewitt, as we are getting ready for heat race number 2. Alright, looks like pole sitter for this race is going to be Tim Ryan. So we'll definitely go through the lineup again here. That HRE Motorsports starting lineup for Heat Race 3 here in just a minute once I start rolling off. Alright, again, looks like we got quite a few likes on there if you do like the race. If you are new here as well, please hit that subscribe button on the YouTube side of things. If you are on the Facebook side of things, definitely give a like to the page that you are viewing it on. We do plan to stream more up to those pages, so definitely give them a like so that you get notified of all the things. If you want to get into this, go check out the virtualtoreality.tv page as we are rolling here. So let's go through your HRE Motorsports starting grid here for heat race number 3. It's going to be Tim Ryan and Michael Rosendahl on row 1. Row 2 is going to be Cody Hartlam and Anthony Lepresto. Row 3 is going to be Shane Kelly and Logan Christenstein. Row 4 is going to be Joseph McWhorter and John Lepresto. And, of course, Roger Wagner is race director here tonight. He is not racing here. So that will do it for your HRE Motorsports starting grid here for Heat Race 3. 1 lap away. We are about ready to get this race started. Alright, here, once they get started, we will switch to our other camera. Right now, that lets you see the entire field right here. And what a good field it is. Anthony Lepresto, Michael Rosendahl, Cody Hartlam. We have seen these guys before. Obviously, John Lepresto, we've seen him before. A lot of great drivers here. As we are just about ready. There goes the pace truck diving off. Green flag's out. We're racing here. Put the top 3 up on your overlay so you can see exactly who we see, as we're going to go back here already to a 2nd position, as these guys are going to try to make it 3 wide going down the backstretch here. As what a battle already this is going on for 2nd. Cody Hartlam trying to battle with Anthony Lepresto here. and they're going to try to make it 2 wide, 3 wide at some points. Everyone's now kind of single filed out here with 7 laps to go. Right now, your race leader is Tim Ryan right there in the number 98 machine. Right behind him is Cody Hartlam, and he has got company coming. They're going to be 3 wide contacts made, and somebody's going around here. Not sure who that was. And take a look here. Somebody's upside down. That is Michael Rosendahl going upside down. No cautions will come out for that number 18 car. Again, that is Rosendahl going upside down. Somehow, doesn't look like he has too much damage. But we're going to take a look back to the front here. Tim Ryan has no competition. Right behind him is Cody Hartlam with a 1.266 second gap right now. Third place goes to John Lopresto, as he is trying to get up there and do a good job at it, but just not quite there at the moment, as there's a nice gap. Shane Kelly, brand new driver. We have not seen him race in this series before, and he is putting on a good job right now in 4th. Logan Christensen, we have seen him before, and he is doing a fantastic job with a top 5 finish right now. Anthony Lopresto, it looked like he may got tangled up in something earlier. We do normally see him a little bit higher up in the field, as it looks like right now he'll probably be going to the D or C main. And Joseph Warther, again, Order, hopefully we get that right, is back in 7th position. And it looks like Michael Rosendahl is off the track right now. But 2 laps to go. There is your leader. White flag is in the air. This is the last lap for Tim Ryan, as he looks to be your race winner. He's going to take it to the flag stand right there, and he indeed will be your race winner. Again, we do apologize for that not showing up, so having a minor glitch there. We'll see if we can't get that fixed before the feature race. But again, we do apologize for that. Heat race number 4 getting ready to come out onto the track. All right, you see the cars coming out there. It looks like Chris Brenner is going to be the pole sitter for heat race number 4. Again, this is your last heat race of the night. All right, looks like we do have Big CCZ. I believe if I recall, you have that Payday logo. You are one of the admins over there on the Payday Discord. So definitely, if you're into some esports and you're on Payday, go check them out on their Discord. I believe they have the link on their Facebook page, so I am a member on there, so you should go check them out. But let's go through the live grid here. Row 1 is going to be Chris Brenner and Ted Liette. Row 2 is going to be Rick Brazel and Cole Newhoffen. Row 3 is going to be Dakota Kun and Brad Smedley. Hopefully that is correct. Row 4 is going to be Jonathan Smith and Ryan Shedit. Hopefully that is correct as well. We will try to clarify that the best we can. And obviously row 5 is not going to be racing. That is an admin here tonight. So that will do it for your HOE Motorsports starting lineup here in heat race number 4. Again, this is your 4th and final heat race of the night. All right, again, it looks like we're going to get the green flag this time by Chris Brenner in charge of the lead here. The field, he is going to bring them to the green flag this time by. All right, there it is. Green flag is out. We're racing for the first time here in heat race number 4. We're going to switch down to the lower camera here and let you get a feel for these guys. Ted Liette trying to battle right now in 2nd place. Rick Brazel sitting in 3rd place. Dakota Kun sitting in 4th place right now. As here comes that number 95 Dirt Co V2R paint job. Number 95 Sprint Car. He's going to try to work his way up to 3rd position, but he's got to get by the 00 of Rick Brazel right now. As we're going to take a look here, we have a battle going on for the lead. Ted Liette, Chris Brenner battling for the race lead. But right now it does belong to Chris Brenner, so we're going to take another look back at these guys. putting on a battle right now. That is Brazel and Kun putting on a tough battle right now for third position, as it looks like Brazel's going to hang on to it. Cole Newhoffen, the youngster here, not used to seeing him back as far as he is in fifth, as he is putting on a good show, but right now a little off the pace that we're used to seeing him in that number 8 Sim Speed Shop sprint car. Again, those guys on pit rows here, so we're going to go back to your leader. As again, that is your leader right there, the 84 of Chris Brenner. He's also locked in already. He does not need to win tonight, but he definitely would love to come away with the win as always and get that 75 bucks. And for the ones out there that are wondering, if he does win, say this was the feature race where Ted Liette finishes second, he will get the locked in spot. Second place or first place, if they've already locked in, second place would get it. If second place has already got it, third place would get it. So it doesn't mean you're out just because you have fast guys like Brenner and Ted Liette that are in here. But again, Ted Liette has not won yet. Has 2 laps here to go. Chris Brenner, your race leader. Everyone really spread out at the moment. No major battles going on. Is right there. You will see him lead this race, and he will take it to the white flag. 1 lap to go. Chris Brenner out front. I don't think Ted Liette's going to be able to catch him, as he has a .550 second lead, but he could. We'll see coming to the line. It's not going to happen. Checker flags are waving. Chris Brenner is going to win heat race number 4. Well, that will do it for heat races. Coming up next will be the D main, I do believe. We'll see here. It looks like it is. We're not skipping the D main. It is going to be the D main coming up next. All right, again, latency, there we go. Matt Hill is going to take to the track here. It looks like he will be the pole sitter for this race. Again, this is your D main, followed by the C main, your B main, a little bit of a warm-up, and then we will move right on to the feature race here tonight. Again, we want to remind everyone that's just tuning in, this is the V2R TV Dirt Co. Media Sprint Car Series powered by Payday GG. Again, $250 on the line here tonight, courtesy of Payday GG. They're the ones putting that purse up. Again, $250 purse, 75 of that going to your race winner. Again, somebody will get 75 bucks for winning this race. Somebody will be going to a chance to run a real sprint car here, as it looks like only 4 guys are going to make it. Looks like a few guys are not here. Roger Wagner, obviously he has race control. Mike Peterson running race control. So that will do it here. Let's go through your grid for your D main. Row 1 is going to be Matt Hill and Michael Rosendahl. And row 2 is going to be, he is not here. Ryan is not here. So Scott Butler going to be on row 2, and moving up to row 2 as well would be in row 3 is a 35 of Michael McCulthy. He is here indeed. So again, only 4 drivers here in the D main, and I do believe that means everybody will advance. Again, we want to thank everybody for tuning in here tonight. Definitely share it out there. Let's see if we can't get those likes. See if we can't get up to maybe 20 likes here tonight. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Definitely spread the word. Let them know. Again, some changes coming next week as big things are happening here in the dirt world. More importantly, in the DSRL and the virtual to reality world. As there it is, green flag is out for the first time here in the D main. I don't see any cautions happen. I don't know sure if they are on, but we're going to switch here to our main camera here for the race. As you see some good battling going on. Looking a little further back, here comes Michael Rosendahl. He's going to try to make a pass at the lead. Just can't quite get there. That is a battle for first, second, and now third getting into the mix. Scott Butler is going to try to make his way up there. Again, Michael McCulthy back there just a little bit. And here comes Rosendahl, going to try to get by Hill. Just couldn't quite complete the pass there. as he's going to keep digging. He's going to take it to the inside here as he comes to the backstretch. Just unable to do so. He's going to keep digging, though. There, it looks like he's going to get it. Rosendahl is going to be your new leader, but who's going to be the leader at the line? It is going to be Rosendahl is your new leader with 7 laps to go out of the 10 here in the D main. So a good job for him, and now we look back to Matt Hill. He's got company coming from Butler. Again, that's a 94 of Scott Butler, trying to get by him as well. As we'll put the driver bar up for you there to see. Again, Matt Hill in trouble right now as he's trying to hang on to his second position. Scott Butler trying to get by him in that number 94. And Michael McCulty kind of holding on. He looks like he may be out of fuel or something is wrong with that car as he is definitely off pace. Something is drastically wrong with the front suspension on that number 35 sprint car. Is right here. We're going to see him pull it to pit road. His night is done here in the D main. And right there, you see the leader going by. That is Michael Rosendahl to put him a lap down officially. Scott Butler still hanging on to, or they did get by Matt Hill. Matt Hill trying to hang on, just couldn't quite do it. As Scott Butler will take second position over Matt Hill in the number 40. So that's how they run right now. No major battles going on here. Right now it is Rosendahl, Butler, Hill, and McCulty out of the race, 2 laps down. So he is definitely, actually, he is coming back out on the track here. He is 2 laps down, though. Something's still not right with that machine. It doesn't look like, as he is going to keep battling here. Again, no battles going on up at the front right there. There is your leader, Michael Rosendahl, followed by Scott Butler and Matt Hill. That is how they are running right now. Everybody on the lead lap except for the 35 of Michael McCulty. Right now, Rosendahl is on the last lap. White flag is in the air, and it looks like he is going to bring home the win here in the D main. He indeed will do it right there. Checker flags are waving, and Michael Rosendahl will win the D main here. So that will do it for that. And next up is your C main. There it is, C-Main getting ready to come out on to the track. So again, thanks everybody for tuning in, and we always want to give a big shout out to all the sponsors real fast while we have a minute. On the MaxSpeedTV side of things, Sim Speed Shop, HRE Motorsports, Elite 7 Racing, Virtual to Reality.tv, Dirtco Media House, and Ohio IndyCar League. Big shout out to all of them. Again, big shout out to Payday GG. They're the ones putting up the $250 purse here. 75 of that going to the winner. So big shout out to them for doing that, and Dirtco Media House for allowing us to stream to Facebook as well as YouTube by paying that small fee that we do have to pay to do so. You're watching the V2R TV Dirtco Media Sprint Car Series powered by Payday GG. And looks like everybody is just about ready here for the C main. All right, let's go through your HRE Motorsports starting lineup here for the C main. Row 1 is going to be Anthony Miller Presto and Brad Medley. Hopefully that is right. Row 2 is going to be Ryan Martin and Darren Brumfield, I believe that's right. Sorry about that. Row 3 is going to be Joseph McWhorter and Jonathan Smith. Row 4 is going to be Milt Matus. Hopefully we get that right. Then also Michael Rosendahl making his way. And Scott Butler and Matt Hill also making their way from the D-Main. So those guys running the alphabet here tonight. And looks like Michael McCulty rounding out the fields here for your 6th row. Again, they are playing the alphabet right there. McCulty, Hill, Butler, and Rosendahl running the alphabet right now. Can they make it past the C main into the B main? If they can, they'll run for the alphabet, see if they can't get to that A main feature here tonight. Alright, looks like we are just about ready here. We'll see if the pace truck is going to dive off. It does. And there it is. Green flag's out. We're racing for the first time here in your C main. As we're going to switch back to a different camera here take a further look back here as you look at the battles going on. Brad Smedley right now trying to hang on, as it looks like Joseph McWhorter is going to try to get by. He is in 4th position right now, and he will take that position from Darren Brumfield. Again, we do apologize for getting that name wrong, as he's definitely trying to hang on to it, just can't quite do it. Right there, as we'll put up our driver bar so you can see contact made. That was between the 91 and the 18 of Mike and Rosendahl, as Rosendall's going to get by McWhorter there for still at 4th position. They are definitely beating and banging. Nobody's giving an inch right now here in the C main. Everybody wants to get into that top 4 in advance, but right now Anthony Lepresto out front, but here comes Ryan Martin to the outside. Can Martin pass him here? 15 laps is all they have here in the C main. So definitely going to be a tough battle if he wants to get by, and he is going to do it there, as Ryan Martin will take the lead here. So your new race leader at the moment is Ryan Martin, but can he hang on to it? He is indeed is going to hang on to it, but here comes the 57 of Anthony Lepresto trying to take it to the inside, just can't quite get there. And he does have speed, just not quite the momentum with 10 laps to go here in the C main. Brad Smedley back in 3rd place, and here comes Rosendahl, currently in 4th, again running the alphabet. Started in the D main, he is now in the C main. We'll see if he can run the alphabet. Hill right behind him also running the alphabet, and Butler as well in 6th position running that alphabet. The only other driver that's running it is currently back in 11th right now, and that is Michael McCulphy, who is back in again 11th. I don't think he is going to advance where he is, but back up to the front. Still, nobody has anything for Ryan Martin at the moment. Anthony Lepresto trying to get there to him, but he did get past here. Now it's going to be about 7 laps to go here when they cross the line. Right there, 7 laps to go here in your C main. Well, let's go back and take a look here through the field. That is a battle for 3rd position right now. That is Rosendahl and Hill battling for 3rd position. Hill going to take to the outside, trying to get by, trying to get by Michael Rosendahl, but just can't quite do it. Hill sitting there back in 4th position. He definitely wants to get a top 3 if he can, and definitely secure himself in, but I believe the top 4 make it either way, but he has got to get up there if he wants to get a little bit of padding, as right there you see the 94 of Scott Butler. He's coming very quickly here, and it looks like we may have teammates here. We'll look here to Brad Smedley, those two running identical paint jobs between the number 3 and the 94, so definitely teammates here trying to work their way up. 5 laps to go. There is your race leader, the 24 of Ryan Martin. Nobody really has anything for him here with 4 laps to go, and it looks like your best chance is Anthony Lepresto. Is why not for just a moment here? Let's go on board with him on our on-board camera. You're watching from the cockpit view here on the back roll bar cam of Anthony Lepresto. As you see the gap there, he's trying to close it in, running the inside line. Just not quite working out for him. He loses a lot of momentum right there on the bottom side. We'll see a lap car is coming into play here, about to go a lap down. Can Anthony Lepresto use that to his advantage with 2 laps to go here? So again, that is on board with Anthony Lepresto running in 2nd place here. With right there, 1 lap to go. White flag is in the air, and he is struggling there as he's trying to get by that lap car. And so we will go back to our main camera here, to your race leader right there. It is Ryan Martin, and right there he is going to win your C main here tonight. So good run for Ryan Martin to bring home the win here in the C main. He'll move on to the B main. Again, while we have just a moment, remind everyone you're watching the V2R TV Dirt Co Media Sprint Car Series, powered by Payday GG. Somebody going to be walking away with a win here and locking themselves into a chance to win that ride in a real sprint car. And also somebody is going to win $75 here tonight. So the winner of the feature race here tonight will be walking away with that money. Again, we do apologize. Looks like we have the 33 and the 5. The 5 is, take a look, Dylan Workman, and the 33, Blake Derflinger. Those 2 drivers, their names are not showing up. That is a glitch with iRacing in the INI file that we are unable to avoid. It does happen if they didn't run a time here in practice before we got in here. That unfortunately that does happen. We'll see. It may fix itself in the warm-up. But right there is going to be your pole sitter here for the B main. Next up is going to be a little warm-up. But Tim Smith on pole here for the B main. So let's go take a look through your HRE Motorsports starting lineup here for the B main. It is going to be Tim Smith and Blake Derflinger on row 1. Row 2 is going to be Shane Kelly and Rick Brazel. Row 3 is going to be John Cutts and Kevin Lovies. Row 4 is going to be Logan Christensen and Cole Newhoffen. Row 5 is going to be John Batista and Dylan Workman. Row 6 is going to be Ryan Martin and Anthony Lepresto. Row 7 is going to be Michael Rosendahl and Matt Hill, both of them making their way through the field as they run the alphabet. They have made it this far. Can they make it to the feature race? They've made it through the D main, through the C main. They're in the B main. If they make it through, they will have successfully run the alphabet here tonight and made their way to the A main feature event. Alright, looks like everybody is just about ready here. Lights are off, and I do believe, there it is, we're getting the green flag. So we'll put it up there. Green flag is out. We're racing for the first time here in the B main. And we believe we may have cautions as we're going to go back here a little bit and look at the racing action. This is back for about 6th position. Cole Newhoffen getting into the outside wall, and they're going to make it 3 wide for 6th position. John Batista taking to the inside. You got the 27 of Christensen taking it to the middle. These guys are going to duke it out side by side. Let's zoom in just a little bit. Move up to Cole Newhoffen, who's trying to get 6th position from Logan Christensen. And right in front of them is Kevin Lovies as Cole Newhoffen into the outside wall, or inside wall, apologies. And so far, no caution is coming out. And that is unfortunate. Cole Newhoffen having heavy damage, but no caution does come out. Very interesting as we watch him get into the inside wall. So several cars being collected there. It looks like Matt Hill may have escaped that somehow, as well as Ryan Martin. But Tim Smith is your race leader at the moment as he is hanging on. Right behind him is Blake Derflinger in the number 33 machine. He's going to try to see if he can't get up there again. Not sure. Derflinger's name is not showing up. I thought he ran a time in practice. That is a issue with the I&I file from iRacing. It's out of our hands. We cannot control it as it is him and the number 5 doing so. But right there, you can see the gap. 0.366 seconds separates Tim Smith and Blake Derflinger right now. Shane Kelly in 3rd place trying to run them down in that number 19 machine. Well, let's go down a little bit lower here as you're watching these two battle for first position. Right now, you're watching Blake Derflinger running currently in 2nd, but he's trying to get up there as we're approaching the halfway mark here. We're going to be on lap 8 right there. Tim Smith starting lap 8 of 20. Everybody is on the track. Check in with Cole Newhoffen here, back in 11th position. I do not believe he will advance to the feature race based on that position right now, as he has heavy damage getting into the inside wall as everyone was trying to take it 4 wide at the start. So that is not going to work. Anthony Lepresto running back in 6th position as he's going to take 6th there, but now he's going to get right back. Dylan Workman trying to hang it on the outside. Can't quite do it. They're side by side battling for 6th position, but it's going to go to Dylan Workman for 6th position this time. And what a run for this young man here tonight. He is putting on a great run. If you can beat Anthony Lepresto at anything, you're doing a good job, because he is a very fast driver running for UW Motorsports here tonight. John Batista running currently in 5th position. What a run for him here tonight. 10 laps to go. He's trying to run down Rick Brazel here in the B main. He can get right there, just hasn't been able to quite get to him. But he is definitely going to try, as Brazel's going to take to the bottom. And here comes Batista trying to take to the bottom as well. Can he get by him here with 9 laps to go? Contact almost made, but he keeps off of him. What a good run for John Batista. Again, back up front, there is 2nd place Blake Durflinger, and you look, Tim Smith in first. He's got company from the 40. That is Matt Hill going a lap down now. If he does catch him, Ryan Martin out of the race. 4 laps down, 7 laps to go here in the B main. And it looks like Tim Smith is indeed going to put the 40 of Matt Hill 1 lap down. He's going to take it to the inside. Matt Hill's not going to challenge him too much. He's going to let him by. Matt Hill will be 1 lap down. Right now, putting a car in between them, that is Blake Durflinger in second place. Now, he's got to get by the 40 of Matt Hill if he wants to try to have a run, but I'm not sure with a 1.233 second lead if anybody has anything for Tim Smith here tonight. 6 laps to go, 5 laps to go now as they cross by the line. Again, we'll take a look back here. Rosendahl currently in 8th. If I do recall, 8 drivers will make it to the feature race here tonight, so he is right on the bubble spot. Hill obviously not going to be making it, I don't believe, with a 12th place run right now. So can he get up there and just gain 1 more position? Right ahead of him is Logan Christensen in 7th position. If he can get that spot padded just 1 more with 4 laps to go, that would be great for him. Still, Anthony Lepresto and Dylan Workin right there battling. That is for 5th position as they are duking it out. Neither one of these giving up just yet, as we now have 3 laps to go right there at the line. It's going to be 2 to go. Cole Newhoffen, a threat of going a lap down from Tim Smith as well. He's probably not going to be much of a fight here as he's going to take it to the bottom. And, he's going to slide up, almost get into Tim Smith. Again, your race leader here, as he is going to slow down there, and he's going to let him by. And that means white flag is in the air. Last lap, as Tim Smith is your race leader here in the B main. Blake Durflinger is going to get by. No, he's not going to get by Cole Newhoffen. He's going to slow down there. Right there is your race winner, Tim Smith. What a good run for Tim, as he's going to put it together, and he will walk away with the win here in your B main. Next up will be a little warm-up, and then we'll move on to your feature race. So again, don't go anywhere, folks. This is a slight warm-up here for about 5 minutes for your drivers that are going to make it to the feature race. So again, give us just a moment here, and we will be right back. Alright folks, we are going to step away here for just a minute, get to the National Anthem. So again, National Anthem coming up next. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back here in just a few minutes after the National Anthem.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Alright, we are back here, checker flag waving. Next up is your feature race. Again, it looks like we're going to have 23 drivers here for the feature race. We should have had 24, I do believe it. It looks like somebody didn't make it. So again, 23 drivers here in your feature race for 30 laps. Again, whoever wins this race will lock themselves into a chance to drive a real sprint car, unless they've already locked in. In that case, somebody else will get it second place. If second place is locked in, third place will get it. But regardless, whoever wins this race will be walking away with a chunk of money. Again, that is thanks to Payday GG giving that out. So they are paying the $250 purse here tonight. So a big shout out to them and Dirtco Media for allowing us to stream, and they are one of the title sponsors of this series. Alright, and not sure what's going on with the overlays there. There we go. Some names were not showing up there. We do have them showing up now, so we do apologize for that. Not sure what was going on. I do apologize. All of the sudden, I think all the dust in the air is getting to me. Getting a little sneezing fit going on there. But let's go through your HRE Motorsports starting lineup. Row 1 is going to be Austin Carr and Lewis Hewitt. Row 2 is going to be Tim Ryan and Chris Brenner. Row 3 is going to be Robert Kerstetter and Nathan Davis. Row 4 is going to be Michael Rosendahl and Ted Liette. Row 5 is going to be Tim Smith and Blake Dirtflinger. Row 6 is going to be Cody Hartlam and Rick Razzle. Row 7 is going to be Chance Crum and Derek Walker. Row 8 is going to be Anthony Lepresto and Cole Newhoffen. Row 9 is going to be John Batista and Kevin Lovies. Row 10 is going to be Shane Kelly and Dakota Kahn. Row 11 is going to be Ryan Martin and Dylan Workman. And rounding out row 12 is going to be Logan Christensen. And again, Brad did not show up here tonight. But that will do it for your HRE Motorsports starting grid. as we are just about ready. There is the pace truck diving off. Green flags in the air for the first time of 30 laps here in your feature race, and what a race it's going to be here, as we have a huge battle going on right here for the front, and it looks like the number 12 is going to lose the lead. That is Austin Carr. Lewis Hewitt going to take the inside, and it looks like we have somebody into the outside fence. Not sure who that was. Looked like it may have been the 98 of Tim Ryan. It indeed was. Major contact going on back here, as we have a no caution coming out. Take a look back here, as we had major contact. Ted Liette back in turn 23rd now after all of that, and people sorting it out here as we still have contact going on. Yellow flag comes out, and it looks like it's going to be Tim Ryan. So let's go back and take a look and see what happened to Tim Ryan. What happened to Tim Ryan here? Definitely look. That's not. There he is. Gets into the wall right there. And right there. Hits in there. And that's going to bring out the first caution here on lap 3. As we will go back up to live here and go back up to Lewis Hewitt, your race leader at the moment. All right. So again, taking a look at your top 5 right now, it is Lewis Hewitt, Austin Carr, Rob Kerstetter, Chris Brenner, and Nathan Davis. Again, those are your top 5 drivers after 4 laps completed. Again, you're tuning in tonight. You're watching the V2R TV Dirt Co Media Sprint Car Series powered by Payday GG. Again, the winner of this race will lock themselves into a chance to drive a real sprint car, as well as $75 in their pocket, courtesy of Payday GG. They put up a $250 purse here tonight. 23 drivers currently in the feature race, 22 of them on track, as Tim Ryan is now out of this race, 3 laps down. He is not towed, or he might be towing, I'm not sure, but he's not completely out of the race. He may come back here if he can get those damages repaired, but he is definitely out of the chance for a win, as there are no wave rounds here in dirt track racing. So that is unfortunate for him. He is indeed out of this race as far as winning it. All right, looks like we are getting ready to get the green flag, as it looks like everybody is lined it up. There it is. Green flag is out. Let's switch back to our main camera here, as we'll go back here to Chris Brenner. Look at these guys, 3, 4, almost 5 wide at certain points going through this corner. As we're getting a little bit of a lag there from the sim, we do apologize for that. But right now, it is a huge battle. Chris Brenner battling with Nathan Davis. Cody Hartland getting in there. Austin Carr trying to hang on to 3rd place right now. As here comes the Robert Kerstetter is going to hang on to that as well. He's going to try to get by Austin Carr, and there he will do it for 2nd place. It looks like Kerstetter is going to take it. Oh, Kerstetter into the outside wall. They're 4 wide coming out of turn 1. And what a battle this is already starting to be here. Chris Brenner hanging on to it. Kerstetter and Carr getting together there once again in turn 2. As these guys are coming out of turn 4 right now. Kerstetter once again going to hang on to a 2nd position. Austin Carr trying to battle. It looks like Chance Crum, something's wrong with him. He is off the track and out of this race already. Not sure what happened to him back in the back of this field, as he is on or off the race, as well as Ted Liette has been to pit road as well. Chris Brenner trying to get into the mix, as it looks like him and Nate Davis going to make contact there coming out of turn 1, as these guys are not giving up. Everybody wants to win that money, and they want a shot to win a ride in a real sprint car. But again, this is just step 1 to get in. You still have to win the big race here in about 25 weeks. That's happening right now. That is a battle for 4th position. Right now, Chris Brenner does have it wrapped up here, as we're going to put up the driver bar for you to see. As you go here, Robert Kerstetter trying to run down Lewis Hewitt. But Lewis Hewitt's not giving up right now. He is moving forward in a hurry, as he has a 1-second lead over Robert Kerstetter, and Austin Carr. He has a 1.433 second lead over him. Right now, that's not a battle. This hanging in. There might be a battle here shortly, but the closest battle right now is there, as it looks like that number 36 of Nate Davis running Iron Aces Dirt Co. V2R paint job is going to get there, and he just can't quite hang on to fourth or third position. He's going to have to, or yeah, fourth. He's going to have to hang on to fifth right now. Chris Brenner is just slightly faster at the moment. Chris Brenner running a 16.147 to a 16.4 for Nate Davis. So Nate Davis just had to hang on there and see if he can't do it. Check in with Derek Walker. He has worked his way. He is in 9th place right now. He's definitely putting on a good run, as he's got a good friend, I believe teammate in front of him, of John Batista. It looks like he's going to try to get by John Batista. Now he's going to try to get by Tim Smith as well, as a caution is going to come out. They go back here, and it looks like it is going to be Ted Ed involved. Let's go back and take a look here and see what happened. Ted Liette into the outside wall, and that it looked like he flew over the wall, and that put him directly in the pits here. So Ted Liette, single car incident there, going over the wall to bring out caution number 2 here, as we'll go back up to live, taking a look. That is caution number 2. 5 laps under caution. There it is, 6 laps, 13 laps to go. That's all we have left here in your feature race. What a great race. Anybody's chances to win here tonight, and it could possibly go to anyone. So again, let us know in chat, who do you want to win? Do you have a family member, a friend, possibly just someone that's your best buddy, and you want to see them in a real sprint car later on down the road if they can win that? Let's take a look at our top 5 right now. It is currently Lewis Hewitt, Robert Kerstetter, Austin Carr, Chris Brenner, and Nathan Davis. Lights are still on the pace track, so we are not going green. So we want to give a big shout out again to all the sponsors here that put on this race for the V2R TV Dirt Co. Media House Sprint Car Series, powered by Payday GG. Of course, the title sponsor is a Dirt Co. Media House. They're putting on allowing us to go to Facebook pages as well as YouTube. But the people behind all of this that have gotten all this going, of course, virtual2reality.tv and Payday GG. Big shout out to them, putting up the $250 purse here for the win. And this is all running through their esports platform. So definitely check them out if you get into esports of any kind, any type of gaming, especially iRacing. That being said, we're getting ready to get the green flag. A little bit of a jump there, but we're racing once again here in your feature race, lap 9. There it is, lap 20 of 30. Next time by, 10 to go here in your feature race. Robert Kerstetter still trying to get by Lewis Hewitt if he can for the lead. I'm just not sure if he can. We're going to switch to this other camera here as you're watching Austin Carr now and Chris Brenner. Those two duking it out to see if he can get by. Chris Brenner taking it to the high side. Going to try to get by Austin Carr for third place. That's a side-by-side battle right now. Brenner, Carr battling for third position. Who is going to get it at the line? It's going to be Carr this time, but Brenner battling very hard on the outside, and that track is getting very bumpy right there by the flag stand, which is very odd because those cars are basically straight there at the flag stand, and it is getting very bumpy at the flag stand, and that is possibly going to hurt Brenner as he's definitely trying to get by, but there he is. He will take third position from Austin Carr's. Caution's going to come out with 8 to go, and it's going to be Shane Kelly involved this time. Let's go back and take a look and see what happened. What happened here to Shane Kelly in the number 19 sprint car, as we got the caution with 8 laps to go? As we'll see here, oh, Derflinger gets into him big time, and then he gets hit by, it looks like Workman, Dylan Workman as well. Again, I'm not sure that was exactly Derflinger's fault. It may look like he had contact before that as well, but Derflinger having contact, getting into the 19, and that is going to end the 19's night here, as he is going to take it to pit road. And so unfortunate here is he's going to try to get some repairs, but he is already 1 lap down. Taking a look back here at Derflinger, we'll see if he has any major damage there while we are pacing here. And I don't see any major damage to his car. So good job for him that he was able to hit him square on there, though. But again, it wasn't his fault. It looked like there was contact before that to cause that contact with the 19. Alright, it's going to be 5 to go at the line here. We'll keep an eye on that pace car here and see if the lights go out. And they are indeed out. 4-lap shootout here in your feature race. Again, taking a look at our cautions here. That is our third caution for only 10 laps here. 5 laps to go. Going to be a 4-lap shootout at the line. Ken Kerstetter, Brenner, Carr, or Smith, or even Lepresto back in 6th, or Nate Davis in 7th, John Batista in 8th. Can any of these guys get by your current leader, Lewis Hewitt? Can anybody get by him? There it is. Green flag is out. We're racing. And it looks like Lewis Hewitt's going to get a huge start there. That's exactly what he needs, as Brenner's going to go into the outside wall there. Take a look back here. He is going to be stopped. Cautions out, and that probably is going to end this race. Chris Brenner going around. Let's go back and take a look. What happened here to Chris Brenner? Did he have contact, or was it by himself here? This was in turn 1, all by himself, gets into it. We watched him do that the other night too. He's trying to get it right there on the edge. He's pushing the limits, and unfortunately, I think he found them here tonight. That is going to cost him several spots. He's going to drop all the way to 15th place, as it looks like lights are still on. So 2 laps to go. Next time by, be white flag. We are not going racing again. Lewis Hewitt is your unofficial race winner here once they cross the line. But again, we are not going to go racing once again. So unofficially, that is your race winner right there, the 666 of Lewis Hewitt. Again, it looks like we are not going to go racing once again. Unfortunate, but we did hear from iRacing today on Twitter that caution laps being turned off, not counting in heat racing format, is in the works. So that's what we've been waiting for. As right now, it is 1 lap to go. Lights are still on. So right there, Lewis Hewitt is going to be your race winner here tonight. As soon as he crosses the line, bar he doesn't run out of fuel or anything like that, he will be your race winner here. And that will lock him into that race to drive a real sprint car. And he's also going to bring home $75 here tonight. There it is, 1 more corner away, as Lewis Hewitt will be your race winner here. So congrats to him. And we are not done just yet, though, folks. As soon as he crosses the line right there, your race winner is going to be Lewis Hewitt, bringing home the win here tonight. Robert Kerstetter in 2nd place, and Austin Carr in 3rd. Again, big shout out to all those drivers, everyone here tonight. Tim Smith, John Lepresto, Nate Davis, Anthony Lepresto, John Batista, all those guys. But don't go anywhere, folks. So we will be right back here in just a few moments with your post-race show. Alright, we are back, ladies and gentlemen, here with your post-race show. We have a few drivers out there taking some extra laps here just to get some practice in. We are here in your post-race show in 3rd place, the 12 of Austin Carr. First off, I can't remember if you did win in the past week. I know we have 4 different winners. Overall, we saw some bumps in the track here. Did that play any factor into the way this race turned out tonight? Those major bumps on the front stretch.
Yeah, they definitely did. When you go across them, it's like going across a rally track, and you can't really be side by side with somebody because you don't know which way the bumps are gonna take you off to. It is hard. When I got inside Kerstetter there, when we were racing, probably about mid-race, we tried that and that happened. It's just something you got to deal with, though. I mean, it's gonna happen regardless. But I just gotta try and drive through it and just deal with it.
Yeah, definitely. You put a good run all together. You had a good heat race and a good 3rd place finish. We know Lewis Hewitt's very fast. Robert Kerstetter's fast. Obviously, you're fast. Really, even the top 5 were very fast drivers here. So, coming in, you always want to get the win. That's the ultimate goal of any racer. But do you think you had anything for the front 2 here tonight?
I mean, yeah, it just, the way the track was, it was fun. It was just, I don't know, you really couldn't gain on people.
Well, they got Coda.
And then as soon as you got up to people, you can't really pass them unless it was like some crazy thing in the corner. But I mean, I think if we would have been there up in the front, yeah, we should have changed our lines at the top sooner and see what we can do. But just have to come back next week.
Well, definitely a good run for you here. You finished 3rd. No points on the line, but you will pick up a little bit of cash, which you can obviously use to come back next week and try to get that win. But any sponsors or shout out you want to give for that 3rd place finish here?
Definitely, I think Michael Rosendahl over at UDSRA. Definitely, I think Dirt Cone Media House, Tim Hunt Designs, Dave Flick for the setup. Kind of off tonight, but we'll have to come back for Sunday for VLR and do our thing, and then you guys up in the booth.
All right. Well, again, congrats on 3rd place. Good finishing in the money here tonight. Finishing 1 spot ahead of him, also into the money spot, is the number 33 of Robert Kerstetter. First off, 2nd place is a good finish, but it's all about the win here. That's what you're really going for. So, first off, the same question. Do you think you had anything for Hewitt here tonight? It looked like you were right there with him for quite some time.
Yeah, starts were killing me. He was just getting such a big jump on me in the starts. He was running that high side really well. I think I did. Just, came up a little short.
Well, definitely, it always plays a factor with those bumps in there, as we just talked to Austin Carr. Being that those bumps were right there on the start, did that make it a little more difficult? Because right as you're getting to speed, you basically go through a BMX track on the front stretch. Does that make those restarts a little bit tougher?
Yeah, I think it gave the leader a huge advantage because he could kind of get out, just take off like almost out of them and go where, you seen what happened to Brenner. It just threw your car sideways, and it's hard. It was hard to get out of them. Once you got out of them, you're okay, and then you can start racing again. But those takeoffs were rough.
Yeah, and definitely that track looked very slick out there. Caution laps do unfortunately play a factor. We did see on Twitter, posted by, I believe Steve Myers posted today, that caution laps being not to where they don't count are in the development phase. So we have that. Plus, we were told by Tyler Hudson on Facebook that the cushion is coming in. So, in your opinion, being a dirt track racer, we add the cushion to it. We get caution laps that don't count. How much of a game changer is that going to play in races like this?
Oh, it's going to be huge. I mean, right now you're playing with fuel and stuff like that. You get rid of that. That's just gonna change a ton. It's going to be monumental. I mean, it's going to change everything.
Definitely will be a game changer here. Plus, rumor has it we're getting a few more tracks here in just a few weeks, so that'll be a nice addition. We may be seeing us race at Limaland here, and rumor has it's maybe the Charlotte dirt track. We'll see if that does come to play. But any sponsors or just shout outs you want to give for that second place finish here?
Yep, got to thank my teammates for TSR and Drew Neal. He does all our paints. Does a great job with that. And good job with Ted Liette today. He ran pretty well. So, yep, that's it.
All right. Well, again, congrats on second place, getting a little bit of money so you can come back here and run one more time. I definitely expect to see you in victory lane here soon. Just wasn't quite your day today, but definitely a very fast driver, so we'll see you there shortly. I am very sure of that. The man doing the job here tonight is the 666 of Lewis Hewitt. So first off, Lewis, you get $75 powered by Payday GG, but most importantly, you're locked into that big race to walk away and try to win a ride in a real sprint car. So first off, how does that feel?
It feels great. It really does. You know, it's been a while since I got a win in a big race, and yeah, it feels feels great to come away with it tonight. Yeah.
So we always like to ask this question. So we had the big money race. You know, it was $1,000 to win. If you win $1,000, or versus, you know, you've locked into this race, if you go into that race here in about 25, 26 weeks, you win a chance to run a real sprint car. Which would you rather take, that real sprint car ride or that $1,000?
Look, living in Australia, I think I'd have to take the $1,000. I don't think I'm eligible for the sprint car ride, unfortunately. I'll be there for the race, but I don't think I'll be able to get the ride. But yeah, so both of them are great opportunities, though. So yeah, I really love that these type of things are coming into the sim racing community for us.
Well, definitely always good to see that we got some drivers all the way from Australia coming in here racing with us and showing us how it's done down there as well. Definitely a lot of people, I guess some people do, but some people may not know that in Australia, dirt track racing, sprint car racing is huge. There is a lot of big races that go on down there. So to see, you know, combining the U.S., Australia, and all these other countries coming into racing on one home called iRacing, of course, it makes for some outstanding racing. You get some really fast and the best of the best here on iRacing. So that's awesome to see you here racing with us. But overall, this track, how was that? We know it looked pretty slick. We know there were some big ruts on the front stretch. So how were you able to stay out front there and hold off this strong field today?
Yeah, it was rough. It was really rough. I think I just the line I had down the front straight just seemed to work for me. I think I kept it pretty close to the fence, and somehow that just avoided most of the bumps, and it wasn't throwing me around too much. So I just managed to keep the car straight and drive it into the corner, and it was working for me.
Well, it definitely worked for you. Again, you get the $75 locked into the race. Unfortunately, like you said, not eligible for it, but either way, you get $75 so you can go spend on some other stuff, or obviously get yourself back into here. Not as big of a deal now to get back in here as you're already into that race. But any sponsors, shout outs you want to give for that win here tonight?
Yeah, we're just going to thank Brett and Bob for their support tonight in Discord with me, along with TTL Esports. They've been a big help to me over the last month or two that I've been with the team, along with their sponsors, which are Down Under Graphics, Ash Media, Hyper Simulators, SimSpec Engineering. Yeah.
All right. Well, again, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, and of course, thank you to you guys for broadcasting this, and B2R for hosting all these tournaments.
Definitely, thanks for mentioning us. We like to do what we do here in the booth. It's fun to watch all these drivers out there. And definitely big shout out to, obviously, to V2R for putting all this on. We are not done just yet, folks. We still have 2 more pieces of business to take care of before we sign off for the night. One of those being your race results. Again, unofficial, but basically official because there's no points on the line here tonight. Coming away with the win is Lewis Hewitt. Second place, Robert Kerstetter. Third place, Austin Carr. Fourth, Tim Smith, and rounding out your top 5, John Lopresto. 6th place goes to Nathan Davis. 7th place, John Batista. 8th place, Kevin Lovies. And 9th place go to Dakota Kunn. And rounding out your top 10, Blake Durflinger. So a good run for him to finish in the top 10. A great driver. 11th place goes to Anthony Lepresto. 12th place, Dylan Workman. 13th, Michael Rosendahl. 14th, Logan Christenstein. And 15th, Chris Brenner. Again, after getting into the outside wall there with some ruts. That is unfortunate in turn 1. 16th place goes to John Cutts. 17th, Shane Kelly. 18th, Cole Newhoffen. Had a bit of a disappointing finish for him here tonight after starting so strong. Derek Walker, 19th. Again, another disappointing finish. Not sure what happened to him as he was 8 laps down. And Ted Liette rounding out the 20th spot here tonight. 21st goes to Kobe Hartland. 22nd, Chance Crum. And 23rd goes to Tim Ryan here tonight. So very unfortunate luck for some of these drivers. But again, Lewis Hewitt coming away with the win. To give a shout out to all the sponsors that make all this possible on the MaxSpeedTV side of things, we do have SimSpeedShop.com, HRE Motorsports, Elite 7 Racing, Virtual2Reality.tv. Again, if you're wanting to get into iRacing, hit us up on the Facebook page of MaxSpeedTV. Just look us up there just look up MaxSpeedTV on Facebook, and we can get you some 3-month codes courtesy of Virtual2Reality.tv. Dirt Co. Media House, if it wasn't for them, we would not be on Facebook streaming to the 3 pages we are streaming to here tonight. And our newest sponsor, Ohio IndyCar League. Big shout out to them for jumping on board. We also broadcast their league, so definitely be looking for that. On the racing side of things, the biggest sponsor we have here, Payday GG. Again, they put up the $250 purse here tonight, and they're also the ones that run the esports stuff here. All of this is run through their website, payday.gg, so definitely check them out if you're into any esports, and definitely if you're into iRacing and want to get into this kind of racing yourself, definitely check them out at payday.gg. And, of course, Dirt Co. Media House, again, they are one of the title sponsors of the series. Whoever wins that ride for the real sprint car, they will take it off here from MaxSpeedTV, and they are going to be the second party that covers the real racing side of things. So they will take our place once that happens and go to the real world racing, as we will stick here to the virtual world. So big shout out to them for doing that. But again, you were watching the V2R TV Dirt Co. Media Sprint Car Series powered by Payday GG. That just about does it for us here tonight, as we are going to sign off. So we will see you at the next race next Friday night. Again, some changes coming next Friday night. It's going to rerun a little bit different, so stay tuned for that. And we will see you next Friday.